Hi everyone, this is Janelle from the customer success team at Funnel, and today I wanted to quickly show you how to work with sessions in Funnel. So over here, as you can see, we would recommend bringing in the event name for session start. This is where your session count will come from. So pull that in, and then you can pull in the event count as well. And then as you can see, you have 3 session metrics. So this one is event-based, this one is session-based, and this one is the general sessions metric. So from Funnel's end, we recommend using the event-based session metric because GA4 is an event-driven analytics platform since it moved away from UA, and one session typically includes many events. The event-based session number will be about 0 to 5% within margin of what you see in the GA4 UI. So jumping into the GA4 UI really quick. As you can see here, we have the exact same date, which is all of December. And then you can see here that the sessions for this in the GA4 UI is 613. And with this, I also wanted to highlight that when you hover over the sessions metric in GA4, it clearly states that this metric is an approximation. So this is why what you may see in Funnel might be slightly different from what you see in the GA4 UI, because at the end of the day, this is just an approximation from GA4's end. Jumping back into the Funnel UI. So for the event-based one, this would be about 0 to 5% within margin of what you see in the GA4 UI, which was 613. And then going over to the session-based session, this is also directionally correct. Session-based will most often be within 0 to 3% margin of the session number that you see in the GA4 UI, and will almost always be the closest to the general sessions metric over here. So as a quick recap, both the event-based and the session-based sessions metrics are going to be directionally correct. It is just an approximation from GA4's end, so feel free to choose whichever one you want to use to visualize your data. The only side note is that the session-based metric will be slightly closer to what you see in the GA4 UI, but it will only be about 2%, and that's only sometimes. So as an example, if I went to the month of January, so this is January 1st to the 19th, and as you can see, they're all the same here. And then jumping into the GA4 UI, as you can see, it says 394 here and 394 here. So this margin can definitely vary between being 0% and up to 5% for event-based and up to 3% for session-based. So feel free to use whichever metric you feel comfortable with. Thank you. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to our support team at support@funnel.io. Bye.